Good morning, guys, and welcome to the Throttle Out 250 YouTube channel. My name is John, and today we're in my basement where I edit my videos, and I'm just seeing pictures now of the brand new 2020 GMC Sierra. I know there's been photos of the Chevy that was released a couple months ago, I think it was now, and I wasn't too sure about it, but as others have stated before, with a little imagination, I'm sure they could look good. The Chevy isn't the greatest looking, but the GMC, now I'll put the pictures in now, but so the Chevy, I don't know, the Chevy really looks shitty, looks like a shitty Chevy. Now, as most of you guys know, I'm not brand loyal. I've had Chevys, I've had Dodges, and I'm now on Fords. I like them all, and not to brand bash or anything, but oh shit, Chevy really did a fucking doozy on this one. So the Chevy looks like shit. I mean, the upper model, the High Country, looks not too bad, but that base model I'm looking at here, that looks terrible. That base model looks absolutely horrible. The wheels on it even look terrible. I mean, like, come on. Those, I don't know, they kind of look communist. Nothing really flows that well. That bar on the grill should be down like 6 to 8 inches. It would look a lot better. The mirrors. Oh man, the mirrors, don't even get me started. Those mirrors are terrible. I mean, I guess we can't really give Dodge guys shit anymore for their shitty mirrors, so. The GMC looks very nice. The GMC is tied together really nice. The body lines flow pretty good. Actually, the body lines are a little non-existent if you look at it. There's no actual creases or body lines like there would be on the older versions. I mean, that's just from the pictures anyways. They seem to have basically the same kind of power. But the GMC, especially in the dually, the GMC looks really nice. That's a sharp-looking truck. I mean, the GMC is a professional grade. The Chevy's what everybody buys. And obviously the Cadillac is the higher-end model. Buick kind of falls in there too somewhere. I'm not sure anymore. The interior is very nice. It's definitely a step up. I see they've got a wireless charging pad. The dash, the touchscreen isn't too big the way the Ram is. I touched on that a couple days ago. I talked about the touchscreen. Now, the touchscreen in the Ram is a little big, and you know what? I can only imagine they're going to start fucking playing ads on there like they do everything else. I mean, that may be the stupidest thing I've ever said, but in today's day and age, that's a very real possibility that they'll just start playing ads on those when you're parked and shit. Now, that would suck. But the interior looks very nice. The left-hand side of the steering wheel, it seems a little cluttered, but Chevys have always been a little bit cluttered. I don't mind it at all. It looks very nice. Looking at the High Country interior, the headlights look really nice. Now, my biggest complaint about headlights these days is the LEDs, they don't heat up, and they don't melt the ice and snow and shit off of them. Even with the headlights right on, not just the daylight running light, the one that just surrounds it. Even with the headlights and everything on, I always, in my truck anyways, I have an issue with lighting because once, you know, you get an inch or two of ice on there and it's not melting, it doesn't get warm. So, I mean, that's a huge, huge disadvantage to LEDs up here in Canada, that's for sure. But the headlights themselves do look very slick. They have a Ford-like shape to them, but that's not bad. They look nice. And another thing here that I've just swiped over to, their fender badging is very similar to Ford's 11 to 2016 fender badging. Ram is doing something a little similar too. I don't know what's going on there, but it does look good. It's obviously got the Duramax 6.6 liter L5P and the Allison transmission. The GMC looks very nice. The interior is very nice. I would like to test drive one of these for sure when they come out. The rear view mirror is a little bit of a different shape as well. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that. It looks really nice though. I do like the body style of the GMC. The GMC is classy looking. It looks really nice with the mirrors. They still have those ugly mirrors that they put on the Chevy. I don't know what it is about them, but I don't like them. Maybe when these vehicles become public and they're released and on the roads, we'll start to like them a bit more, and you know, you'll be able to see what the designers were really thinking. But I don't know. As for right now, it's a no for me on the mirrors. The mirrors look like shit. Classic cab lights for Chevys, just the one big bar with 3 lights in it on top with the 2 side markers on the roof. They look, you know, classic Chevy looks good. You know, the dually fenders look good. They look better than the previous generation. They don't look out of place like they did before. But the GMC is very nice looking. The Chevy, though, I keep going back to this picture of the Chevy, and you know what, even on the GMC, I'll touch on this. The step that's in the side of the bed, sure, it's functional, but it looks like shit, and I can only imagine going down the highway, especially in the slushy shit that we deal with up here in Canada, or even mud or stuff like that, would just get jam-packed in there, and that would be a nightmare to keep clean, in my opinion. The Chevy, it's not very sharp looking. I'm sure it could, you know, if you use your imagination, you know, put a lift and a little bit of offset, maybe, but I'm not sure. It's not my style, but I do like how the Chevy did something a little bit different with the cab lights than the GMC. It looks like it's different anyways. I'll see if I can zoom in. No, it doesn't seem I can zoom in on here. I'm not, maybe if I scroll, I don't know. I've just got this MacBook, so I'm not entirely sure on how to use it still. I had one before, but this one is a little bit different. The cab lights, it looks like they raise around the individual lights. Now that looks sharp. I do like how it makes a little bit of a distinction there instead of just having a flat bar on there. That looks really nice. That's sharp, that's clean. My phone's dying. I don't know why. I had it charged all night. But the GMC is definitely sharp. The grille is very bold. I like the color match bumper. The color match bumper with the chrome grille looks really nice. I do wish they would have lowered the GMC logo just a little bit, more in the middle. I don't know, it's kind of to me, it looks a little off, but it does look good. The hood looks like the L5P current hoods do now on the Chevy anyways. It looks fairly similar anyways, the same ram air hood design. I can't get over those fucking mirrors. I can't do it. I really hope they changed the way they did their diesel exhaust fluid. I mean, that was an absolute fucking joke, how you gotta fill it under the hood. I mean, it just makes it such a pain in the ass. I mean, at least the filler neck will be warm for the engine area, right? So I mean, that'll never freeze up on you, and with the heater in the tank, it the heat should travel into the tank. But how they had the tank right where the passenger running boards were, that was absolutely atrocious. That looked terrible. So I'm hoping they change that so it's a little more hidden so you don't see it nearly as much. And I guess one bonus with you filling up the DEF under the hood would be the fact that you'll never mix it up with your fuel tank, because I know a few people, yeah, I'm talking about you. You know who you are. Have put diesel exhaust fluid in their fuel tank. I know the joke's probably gotten old there, buddy. I had to throw it at you. But I guess nobody will really mistake it and put diesel exhaust fluid in their fuel tanks and cause their trucks to catastrophically fail. I mean, you were the exception. Most people will know who I'm talking about. But I'll stop teasing now. It looks really nice. It's a very nice looking truck. I'm not too sure what more to say. I like the attention to detail inside the headlights themselves. Has the HD logo in there. Looks like it has 3 projectors in each headlight, if I'm looking at that correctly. That's what it looks like, 3 projectors in each headlight. So I'm guessing 1 low and then 2 high. I like how the GMC has the vertical fog lights versus the horizontal as the Chevy has. Even the upper model of the Chevy with the painted bumper and the better grille, I don't know. It doesn't, nothing really flows nicely. Maybe when I see them in person, I'll like it a little bit more. But as for now, it's a big no for me. You notice that the fender marking is different on the Chevy from the GMC as well. Whereas the Chevy just has Z71 or the trim package there, the GMC actually has the Duramax 6.6 logo and GMC right in the fender there, so that does look nice. Now I'm looking at the mirrors on the GMC from the interior here, and they don't look too bad. It looks like you'll get a decent field of view, but from the outside they are pretty atrocious. Anyways, guys, that's my take on the new GMC. It definitely is a big upgrade that they've been needing. It gets them away from the look that they've had for the past, like 7-8 years. So they finally upgraded the look. It's much nicer now. The Chevy looks like shit. That was a terrible, I don't know what the designers were thinking, but the GMC is a very nice truck. I'm assuming the MSRP will be about 10 grand more on the GMC than the Chevy. I mean, I would pay it just so I wouldn't have to look at that Chevy every day. The GMC is, it's very nice. I'm a big fan of that, and I'm sure some people are going to make those look pretty fucking cool. The only downside is deleting them, Canadian, you're looking at 10 grand. Now, I guess a lot of these guys, you're going to be saying, oh, well, you don't need to delete these new trucks. They run fine the way they are. Yes, that is true, but you do still get diesel exhaust, like DEF and DPF issues and errors. That's the most common complaint. Plus, you don't get any of that nice diesel engine sound. The exhaust note, and you don't really get great fuel economy. I mean, before I deleted, I was spending $1,900 a month on fuel. Now I'm down to $900, so I'm saving $1 grand a month just by deleting my truck. So it's more than paid for itself. It just sucks that because my truck, my Ford, only cost $1,200 to delete. And that's with top of the line everything. The fucking GMC, you're looking at 10 grand, so it would take me 10 months for it to pay that off, and you know what, I'm honestly not sure it would even be worth it. So thanks for watching, guys. Once again, remember to throttle out when you're in doubt, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hope you guys like this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you don't, I don't care. It only makes the channel better if you do. Alright, guys, you have a good one, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Take care.